Good morning. Get my cinnamon and my coffee. I'm going to lower that peanut butter. Come on. Get my slippers. Can you believe it? Slippers. Good morning, guys. All right. We're going to go with the 7th house. I hit live premature, so give me like 20 seconds. Let me just sip some of this. All right, 7th house, next 74. I know I wanted to say 72, but some of you it's all the way to Monday, and it's only, what, Wednesday? Alrighty. I will fix this table soon. At least I figured out how to get the glare away from you. I didn't even take peanut butter out of the cage yet. I'm going to see his next move real quick. Let me just fix my sleeves. All right. Oh, that's a little better. That's a little better. All right. It is the house of Libra. It is the 7th house. Marriage, partnerships is what I'm focusing on, like in regards to the house. Oh, fuck. I forgot you guys need the overhead. You think I would figure that out? right. We're gonna get there, guys. We're gonna get there. An adjustment. Okay. Oh. And walking in these slippers are gonna be an adjustment for me. I definitely prefer my other ones. Okay. I said think tank. Could be an idea, but we are working with the 7th house. Marriage, partnerships. I just heard. I want to say what's fair is fair, but an eye for an eye. And that's not what I'm getting, but I am getting maybe someone could be lying to you about property, equity, stocks, a job, any form of partnership. But this isn't really supposed to be based on money. Everything's going to be based on money if you think about it. Love, authenticity, all sorts of stuff. But somebody could have caused a rift in a situation, or I just heard you think. So someone's ego is in the way. This could also be a death of an ego. This isn't usually communication you like to hear when pages are reversed. It could have to do with a child, but I don't think so in this particular situation. You could probably start something solid here. I mean, in regards to some type of partnership, it could be work. It could be, again, really starting anything new. You could be considering going solo. If you're going to start something, you might want to keep it to yourself because it could cause conflict. But at the same time, you don't want to lie either. So some of you guys might find yourself in a tricky situation in regards to what this is, but let's see what this 5 of Swords is reversed. So it looks like it does have to do with work or partnership or research. I do like that it is reversed. But 2 8. This is Princess of Swords. The Devil and the King of Pentacles reversed. So this is about some type of investment, but somebody doesn't want something to be over with, but there could still be something. You got the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. There still could be something. It might seem shady, feel shady. I mean, this is killing me. I have a glare, but you guys do not. going on with this lineup? What the frick? I don't know if you're just dealing with somebody here who is very calculated when they make decisions. I don't know if this is fear in regards to money. I don't know if this is, doesn't really seem like something toxic, but I don't like the combination of, well, I wasn't going to say control, but I could see that something could be controlling here, especially with the Devil, Five of Swords, King of Pence, and the Death card. It could be fearful, though, as if like all the money you've invested or researched is going to go down the shitter, or this could be an investor and it was, looking good, possibilities, maybe a little hope. Something could have fell through, or you decided you didn't want to count on somebody. It looks like within the next 72, but around the latest at the 26th at the latest, you'll probably make some type of decision here in regards to a decision you decide to take. You might, because I'm here and riding solo, so you might want to ride solo. You got conclusion in a cycle. So something's almost wrapped up, but it looks like it's wrapped up. So that's telling me like something can start and there's more or less hesitation. But again, avoiding something. There could be something. I mean, it is the House of Libra, so there could be something going on with the courts. I don't see Justice here, or King of Swords, Judge. Other things that would tell me the courts, but Ace of Pentacles upright, Eight of Pentacles, and then the King of Pence reverse would kind of be like losing money, something not going in your favor. Could be a little greedy, egotistical. Again, could be the death of an ego, but somebody is struggling with that. So I don't really see that as like a completion. This is tricky energy, even though the Five of Swords is reversed. So there's complete avoidance or something here for sure. Something could have went down in the spring. Maybe somebody being guided out of a situation. We're going to be going into fall. What is this Devil? Could be dealing with a Capricorn. This could be, finances, career. That's Divine Feminine. So I'm thinking probably toxic. So he or she is in our ego, or you still have an ego towards this situation. It could be a pride, but this feels more like ego with Death reverse, the Devil upright, and the Five of Swords. Maybe you lost money. Maybe you lost a job. Maybe someone's lying about whether or not they have a job or they're working. But see, this is too much like back and forth. There's something here should be more decisive for me, as if like, I wouldn't say like trying to channel, I either channel or I don't. But I feel like I'm trying too hard here. So I think that's a message for you guys, not necessarily me, but it could be. I don't know everybody's situation in regards to trying something, working on something. But again, with separation with the Eight of Pentacles, like it's something you could have started and something you put on hold because of a certain situation. Could have separated yourself from work. You could have went through some sort of separation. But this would be like work, because maybe something with your money. So, or you're thinking about maybe going into business or doing the right thing. You got offer. And over the summer. So you had all the months come out except for one. And I said all the winter months. We only have one winter month. Well, a couple months in the winter. Okay, that's a weird message. You do have spring. Winter was at the bottom of the deck earlier. This is just kind of telling me, like, also speaks of like a cycle. Good morning. What is this Ace of Coin? Libra, I think out of all the houses right now, yours is the one that's kind of like tough to read, and it shouldn't be. Here we go with fall. Metamorphosis. This could be upcoming. Got new direction, recognition, healing, ascension. You think like Libra would be an easier read. I don't understand what's going on here. Somebody could be greedy. He or she, it does look like there's a work proposal, but there needs to be a death of an ego. Somebody's fighting something. But someone's being guided too. So like that's like, but like refusing to send a message or not replying to an email, or, you know, it's just, I want to say luckily it's the next 72 hours or like Monday at the latest, maybe Tuesday with you guys, which I wasn't really getting with anybody else, but there's so many cycles here. And I think when I first cut the deck, you had conclusion and cycles. All right, let me get rid of these. Let me get rid of these cycles real quick. Oh, I feel like I need to put them back. See, somebody's overcomplicating something here, and Libras don't usually, everyone has a tendency to overcomplicate. It doesn't really matter which zodiac you are. And actually, now that I think about it, this is supposed to just be the houses. It is the house of Libra, but yesterday I stressed just the house. And this is how I started off yesterday too. It ended up being about Aries, and I had to start over. So I don't really feel the need to start over. So at this point, I think somebody feels the need to start over. I mean, there is an offer here, guys, and it could be in regards to work. It could be a job you don't want. It could be something little. Maybe you heard bad things about this boss. It could be a wife and a husband partnership. It could be like a family business. It could be a local business. But this is more like greed. Like somebody doesn't want something to be over. But it feels like there's still something toxic. Like somebody's ego is in the way. Somebody's pride is in the way. And if it's, we're working with one ego, one pride, if it's both, I can't tell if that's toxic or not. I think it's fear of losing money, fear of it being over, fear of something not working out. Let me just look at this as the 7th house. I would be careful if you're going to invest with a particular energy around this time. And again, luckily, it's only, next maybe 6 days for you guys. Some of you could be, a huge decision. Again, partnership, a marriage. There probably was a marriage here. You have forgiveness at the bottom of the deck. I feel like you guys would clearly want more clarity with something here, but it's not, somebody's not giving it. It could be meant to have some type of clarity here, but it's not, you're not getting it. So maybe you should just pursue other things, other jobs. It's almost like your boss is toxic, but with the taste on your lips and was that Britney Spears? Know that you're toxic. So something is still toxic here. You could be dealing with somebody, again, like just super fucking greedy. Maybe, somebody is wealthy, but you go out to dinner and they want to, what is it called? Dutch? I never say that. Or somebody is struggling with something and losing money, reputation. But this is usually all this energy upright is a really hard worker. So I don't know why, like something's already established. So I don't know why this fucking read is so complicated. So you're probably dealing with somebody who's fucking, once again, overcomplicating the situation. And I almost want to up and get rid of it and start over because I mentioned Libra so many times, like I did with Aries the other day. But this is like the perfect example of a, partnership or a marriage. Again, like somebody could be working extra hard right now to not pay out anything more than they have to. So it's like, here, I'm going to put an offer on the board. But like, because they want something to just be done, like conclusion in cycles. They want something to be done with. But it's not done yet. So it's like premature, but like it should be done. Or they don't want it to be done and they could have resolved something, but the ego is in the way. See, like it's like childish. And you could have somebody here now, they're done, especially if somebody was playing games, they made a decision, they're just going to work hard on their own, whatever it may be, and not really communicate anymore and just kind of focus on the coin. But then you have another energy here that kind of like wants more. Somebody feeds off working, like working could actually be an addiction here. You wouldn't think so, but a lot of people avoid things through addictions, work. So I do feel like it's an obvious avoidance, but like this energy wants you to think at the same time, like I'm avoiding, but it's not over. Like it's so fucking, I almost just heard corrupt. So there could be something with, I just got pulled to a politician. I don't even have any of those cards out here. So in a way, it's kind of manipulative. Or somebody thought you were trying to manipulate them, but I can see that you're not. It's almost like just can't kind of being bothered, focus on yourself. I don't see this as being fear in regards to anything. maybe on their end, maybe on one end, but not the other end. This is just like, all right, I'm going to work. I'm going to put my energy into this. I'm going to do my research. I'm making a decision, and that's it. And then here, before you make a decision, is it like, I don't think so. Like, this feels like a completely different energy. And it does look like somebody does want to invest, but there's like nothing. Yeah, they are opposing signs, Amy. Oh, here we go. Fucking Amy's chiming in once again. Oh, we love Amy. Oh, good morning, Amy. Thank you for showing up early to chime in. We love Amy. So maybe there's sarcasm here because I got a giant smile on my face. You gotta love it. But we're not supposed to be talking about stuff like that, Amy. Remember, we're supposed to just stick to the fucking house. I just love her. Oh, dear Lord. Amy, let's not complicate things. I'm going to start calling you Amy with an IE. If this has to do with a private school, because I just heard IUD and then birth control, and then I got pulled to military, and then I got pulled to an IEP. So it could just be something with 3 things, or like 3 initials, aka I just got Esquire, etc. So someone's trying to shorten something, but like, so somebody might be trying to gyp somebody here. So again, I would be wary, like if this is a boss, a co-worker, it could be, you got like purpose at the bottom of the deck. It could be somebody wanting to come in and try to manage something or interfere with your income, your money. It could just all be fear. But your taste on your lips is toxic. Something like that. I don't know that song that well. Blowing up something. Doesn't she have a snake around her? Why she sings that song on an airplane? Which is pulling me to the airplane. What's his name? Where there was a whole bunch of crazy people, prisoners, on an airplane. An old movie. And he puts lipstick on and he's having like a tea party when they crash. He's like a psycho. I wouldn't even call it bipolar. I'd call it like I just heard insane in the membrane, insane in the brain. Cerebral hemisphere. So there is something going on with the brain right now. It could be, someone could be detoxing Con Air. Okay. And look at 3 and 3. I've been working on the chain. So do be careful. And here's another thing. If you're investing in something and just researching, doing your thing, it is good. I do feel like there's a split here. And for some reason, it just took me 20 minutes to figure that out, maybe? I don't know. So it's like, here we go. Now we're rolling. I haven't even taken peanut butter out yet. I'm going to wait before I jump into the next one. Tell me about this Ace of Coin. But it doesn't feel like that toxic. Oh, here we go. That's what people say when we want to like something about toxic. Yeah, blowing up. I just screenshotted. Oh, yes, plant lights. I needed those. Did I send it to Marsh or did she send it to me? I always love these ones, but what's this one say? When you and your bestie look back at the men you thought were you in love with. That's not what it was. Do you remember? Oh, that was like our own memory. Did I send it? Maybe it was just a screenshot. It was kind of funny, but it wasn't funny. It was something about, Something about something being toxic. But then I was like, I don't even want that in my phone. Like, it was kind of funny, but not funny. Like, let's just go one more round to see how toxic it really is. Or, it was something like that. So could it just be fear that it's, toxic? I didn't send it to myself, which makes sense because when I come across certain stuff like that, I'm like, I don't even want that in my phone. But it was cute but funny, but there's nothing funny about that. You know what I mean? I love that my plant lights just went on. What is this Ace of Coin? So, peanut butter, Mama's going to get you in a minute. This is the House of Libra, partnerships, finances. I wouldn't even say finances, but a marriage, partnerships, shared finances, You got the Lovers and life purpose. There's something shared. The Lovers, it's two. It could be a duality between you and somebody else, but like this could be a solid partnership. It could be in regards to work. It could be something you thought was going to be solid. Why is this so complicated right now? I mean, it should have been in the next house already. This is insane. Insane in the membrane. I want so hard to like wrap it up or start over, but this is a perfect example of partnerships, relationships, business partnerships, money, equity. So again, I think somebody is overcomplicating something here. Intentionally, you did have a masculine down here and a feminine. I don't know if that's the two of you, if it's frickin' frack. Peter, Paul, and Mary, that's too many people. We got learning at the bottom of the deck. All right, what is this King of Pentacles, please? Reversed. Why is this King of Pentacles reversed? And again, I think this has a lot to do with money and some type of relationship with the House of Capricorn. Patience. But you typically wouldn't have patience with somebody who's greedy unless like you have to see something out. But I don't see a contract here. So somebody, purification. So like it's not over, but like heart healing. So it's over, but it's not. And it's got conflict. I don't know if this conflict is with you, if this is just, again, luckily it's temporary. But what I wanted to say, like, hopefully it's temporary. So there is still a cycle here. But here's the thing. When I first cut the deck, guys, if you guys are just popping on, I split it at cycles and conclusion. So like it is over. So I don't even see this as fear. There is something toxic here that's not being shown to us, which is probably okay. We're not naive to stuff like that anyway. And the taste on your lips, something. But here's the thing. Between that and the quote is kind of like, let's see how toxic it is type in it. It's something like that where it's like, no, you don't want to pursue something like that, as if like somebody is like feeds off of drama, but the Five of Swords is reversed. Oh, there's a story here, but I don't. All your ducks in a row of quack, duck, duck, goose. And then frogs on a lily pond, something on a something, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum, one jumped into the pond. And then, you know what, I'm getting pulled to like when you're doing testing or you're young and like you push the beads to the side when you're learning certain math. So that, I mean, there could be a child here, even though I think that's the first time that message came out. And I just feel like peanut butter as a child, like the way it's, because I said I was going to take him out, but I was going to wait. But now he's quiet. Somebody's overcomplicating something here. It's like, oh, I need to heal. so I can't go in this direction, or I don't know what to choose next. Like it's again a big misconception. But you could have got hurt, they could have got hurt. If you guys are together, like somebody wants to work on it, but somebody else doesn't. Maybe you guys are at a distance. Maybe you're deciding whether you want to make something serious or not. If this is going to work out, if it's not, if you feel like it's toxic. Because I'm not picking up fear there. But I do feel like there is some fear. Like I'm not sensing like, it's more like if I invest this much money, it could be a hit or a miss. Like, but it doesn't feel like it's going to affect a piggy bank. But it could, and maybe somebody's lying about their finances. But it's like fear of money or commitment. But it's got it. To me, it's money, guys. But the King of Pentacles reversed with the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, like this is money. This is in regards to a partnership, a relationship, a marriage, a business. But it's saying purification, patience, and heart healing with the King of Pentacles. So it's like not putting energy into something, but yet like it's not over. It's not healing. There's still fear here, but there's no communication. Like that doesn't make any sense. Something would have to here clearly be divine, but there's masculine and feminine. And then there was something about like the feminine energy up there with pride and ego. Like, so again, like maybe fear, but I'm getting greedy. So there could be a prior situation here that you're unaware of, but like coming out of it, making a decision to kind of let it go. But there's also, I'm hearing subliminal messages. There's also societal viewpoints here, because this is like, I just heard dopamine, heart healing here. Like, so there's dopamine, for those who don't know, it's like it's a feel good energy chemical. It's, you can raise your dopamine by, laughing, exercising. It's a good one. You could be lacking dopamine. Too much serotonin, maybe. Not serotonin. Cortisol. So there's got to be a chemical imbalance here. But it's also a societal viewpoint in the sense of like, I can't move forward. I'm still healing. Because I'm not seeing like regret or sorrow. It's more like apprehension, avoiding. But then over here, you have a lover and a life purpose. So it's something feels divine. And you did have the masculine energy being guided. But they still have ego, but this is like the death of an ego, but not quite there yet. So this message could be for you to have patience with somebody, but like this isn't a situation where I feel like this is a private reading. Like I'd be telling you might want to have a little patience with the situation because there's fear, there's certain things around it, but I'd probably in a personal reading have you brush that aside, and not to be an ass, but there's still ego, there's fear, there's avoidance. And I'm only saying that because you have life purpose. So your focus, there can't be focus over here when there's an energy not taking accountability or accepting things, or there's still something lacking. And that's not a bad thing. And I've said this to you before, and I believe I was stressing it when I was ending yesterday's read in regards to the 6th house. When two people are working on it at the same time, you can make things work, but it's working in action, doing things. So this is where, again, like I probably feel that separation. And there was separation over here now that I think about it, but like separated from work, like somebody's overcomplicating something here. It's actually very annoying, but it is what it is. So maybe somebody still has to learn a lesson here. Maybe the lesson is, maybe it's a lesson on your end too, to just kind of do your own thing. Don't focus on this other energy, but I don't see you doing that anyway. Yeah, see this, somebody's fucking overcomplicating something here. I'd like to just get to the next house already. Oh my gosh. I'm almost excited to work with the 8th house. Like in the sense, like, and it, like, get me out of this, but like, I don't see you in a clusterfuck, but like, there's energy of a clusterfuck written all over this. Like duck, duck, goose, duck, duck, like ring around the rosy, like games. But the 5 of Swords is reversed. So is it? I don't see something intentional here. I don't see like somebody intentionally playing games. But that could be, if you know, see, I like this. I like it. I do. But then there is energy that needs to be separated here though. Because when 2 people aren't working on something together, and don't give me that, oh, well, you are in the 5D or 6D, or, you know, and like, so I don't know where that came from. I don't even know why people, yeah. So careful what you're, again, researching, who you're watching. Careful you don't get swindled or scammed. So clarity, but I don't fucking see clarity here. You got forgiveness here, and forgiveness was here too. So you might want to work with the heart chakra. I mean the pink quartz, rose quartz. You know, that one that I really don't work well with, believe it or not. I'd prefer working with amethyst, but it's probably just a placement in my chart where I do butt heads with rose quartz. I don't know how to explain it. I just do. But you know, you wouldn't think, like, because there's certain stones with certain zodiacs that just don't mesh, right? But it's really about your chart, and you wouldn't think that this would be one of them, right? But for me, it is. Which zodiac doesn't do well with rose quartz? I should have said house placement. People who don't have Venus in their birth chart, okay, should avoid it. I have a strong Venus, but it also says, they also suggest that people other than Libras and Taurus should avoid wearing it. So the only 2 that really do good with this I feel like that's contradicting. People who don't have Venus in their birth chart should avoid wearing rose quartz. They also suggest that people other than Libras and Taurus should avoid. So that's like 10 other zodiacs. We all the planets were out, right? But like my mom, like her Pisces is so far out in the freaking atmosphere. It's almost like she doesn't have it in her chart, but everything was out, you know. It's not as potent. But, you know, Neptune was still out. It didn't run away just when you were born, things like that, okay? So, but it also says rose quartz is associated with the zodiac sign Taurus and Libra because you can channel creative energy, warmth, love, peacefulness, and inspire appreciation, art, music, and literature. You know, I'm getting like calmness, but I don't even see calmness here. So again, I have 4 placements of Taurus, and my Taurus is in the same house with Venus, and Libra is my North Node. So it would make sense that I actually don't do, and North Node is our path. It's what we walk. You know, it's not karmic. You bump into karmic shit, but it's not karmic, it's kind of destiny. So I guess now that I think about it, that makes a lot of sense why I don't do that great with rose quartz. And I think people forget to look into that. And what I loved, so there's something with stones here, but what I loved, and I haven't worn it in a while, is my emerald. But my jeweler said I should not wear emerald on my index finger, but I know I can according to my chart. So when he told me that, I was like psyched that I found an astrologer. That I found a jeweler that has that knowledge. But then he was laughing at me because he likes that I knew that I could wear it on that finger because of my own chart. So I think we even gave each other a high five, but like, score, that's important to me without looking for somebody who has that knowledge or asking. It's like we both were just like so appreciative that we both had that knowledge, and then he was like, oh, I didn't really look at it. Well, I don't think he said I didn't look at it like that, but there was something else being said, and I just got pulled to Casper, which is my elephant in my jewelry box. I almost brought him into yesterday's read too. It was an investment, I think it was right around $400 or $500. And I wasn't even sure if it was real ivory. It didn't matter if it was or not. I kind of knew that it was, but they technically couldn't sell it to me. So it was kind of like an under the table type thing, no returns. They got in an estate sale. And I asked if there was an elephant charm in the jewelry store, and I'd never been in this one. And they're like, no. And I was so like persistent, like, are you sure? Like up high where I can't see on this shelf? And they're like, no. And then finally a lady came out and was like, we did just get this the other day at an estate sale, but we don't know whether it's ivory or not. They knew it was, and it's not for sale, So, but I knew they were lying to me. So I went in and out of that store a few times before I went in and said, fuck it, I'll take it. Because if it was an ivory, or whether it was or not, paying that much, almost $500 for something, is insane, right? So, but I knew it didn't belong in that store. And I still struggle to connect with it. And it's not because it's ivory. It's because I feel it has to do with whomever's energy is attached to it. And it was somebody who worked on, they didn't kill the elephant for the task. Like, it was for his daughter or his wife who had cancer, but I don't even know if they knew it was cancer way back then, because it was a long, long time ago. But they didn't kill the elephant for the task. Like, he came across it and he was like a jewelry maker, and somebody must have been partial to elephants because it's shaped as an elephant. So it's like symbolic too. I don't know if he put a curse behind it, like not a bad curse, but like, and just like kind of like protection, or just kind of like a remembrance or something. And it's so old. It's like an old, centuries old. It's got a fish hook for a trunk. They don't use that metal anymore. So I had it appraised, but they didn't want to tell me it was ivory either, because legally they can't give me a document that states that it's ivory. So I don't know how we just got so sidetracked in that story. Where did that even come from, guys? Oh, the jeweler with rose quartz. Dear Lord. You could be making a big purchase and you're like, Like, spending $400 on a piece of jewelry was a big deal to me. Not knowing what it was, not knowing the energy behind it, I just knew it was there. And every time I left the store, I felt the need to go back in. Like, I felt like I was leaving it behind. So I don't... So there could be something in the home that needs to be cleansed. I mean, it might be a certain stone you really shouldn't be wearing, or you're wearing on the wrong wrist or hand, or I just got pulled to an ankle bracelet or a toe ring. So maybe it's your feet that needs to be cleansed. Maybe you have an ankle bracelet that you haven't taken off in a while. Could be stagnant energy. So it's like, for some reason, stones or beads or something is should really be a priority right now for my spirituals. And this teal has been coming out, and I do that baby blue on, and this is aquamarine. And this teal with that heart healing too, like purpose. So the fact that I kind of got distracted there is kind of telling me like this does need to be separated right now. But like, to me, this is a societal viewpoint. Like, I'm sure somebody is hurting here. Absolutely. I'm not doubting that there's probably pain and fear and anxiety and ego, and I get it. But the highest frequency on this planet is authenticity. It's not just love and money. Those are the two most powerful things. Well, authenticity is the most powerful, but in regards to, people don't really relate on that level, like spirituals do, but not like somebody in the Matrix isn't going to be like, is that person real or not, or they're fake, or you might have that like intuition or something, but then it's just dismissed. It's like an ego thing, like you don't even have to question it, and if anybody questioned you, then fuck them, like, so that's ego. But love and money are like really the most powerful things on this earth when it comes to almost every aspect in your life and how you look at things and create with, and your emotions. If you don't have any, you could be sad. If it's so. And again, you had cycles and conclusion. All I want to do is stop this and go to the 8th house. I feel like I'm going to be, but I feel like the 8th house, I just heard hollow, Sleepy Hollow. I don't know what that's about, but again, a societal viewpoint, like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that until like this is this, but like this person's not also putting energy into what needs to be done. So here it's kind of like, if somebody's not putting energy into something and something's toxic, then leave it be. I wouldn't even say have patience here with somebody. Unless you're in a commitment, you have to work with them, it has to do with your finances or a partnership, then yeah. But even then, I feel like this person would be impossible to work with. Like, they're not saying something, or, somebody wants the upper hand, or like you're in an argument and then you both button heads, like who's going to budge first? Like you both can match each other's energy. And when that happens, a lot of emotions and animosity and a lot of things then come into play. Jesus. So there's somebody's story here. I really want to pop out of this, but you could just be really pissed off at somebody here, but this isn't telling me you're pissed off. Oh, I forgot forgiveness. Forgiveness was at the bottom of the deck again. So this could be your ego, and you're telling somebody to fuck off, because it's like, how many times you like ring around the rosy, and I just got pulled to Rosie. Wasn't that Caillou and his sister was Rosie? So there must be something with kids here. Younger kids or work. It could have to do with education. You could be a teacher. We don't need no education. Hey, teacher, leave those kids alone. Could be a bully. You kid could have got bullied. Maybe you stood up for your kid. You were an advocate. You pulled them out of school. You pulled them out of CCD. You pulled them out of the Y. You know what I mean? Like, just have a little patience. Maybe your child has experienced something here and it's not really about the adult, but we kind of see an adult here. So maybe there's a lot of anger towards a situation where, people's kids' parents let other kids bully, and it's like you had to step in, and it's going to take some time for a situation to subside. But like, it's almost like you don't want it dismissed. I have to jump out of this energy, guys. It's not bad. But here's the thing too, like, and it could be because your kid has a purpose in life, and maybe you're teaching your child the right way. Like, I don't know here, but here's kind of telling me you're not teaching a child anything over here. Because if you were, there'd be accountability, there'd be acceptance, there'd be, you know what I mean? It'd be a sharp, positive, reliable energy. You could be pissed and have a little fear for your child, but like, that would be the energy. Like, you would execute something and get it done. It'd be solid, right? But here it's not. This is what we're looking at. Not taking responsibility, not taking accountability for something, and it's blaming it on a societal viewpoint. And I'm not saying that somebody's not hurting here. That's not what I'm saying. But like, this energy has to like clear this, whether they know how to do it or not. Or again, purification, clear quartz. Like, maybe there's a stone around the house that you don't cleanse, or maybe you don't believe in energy. Like, I don't know. Like, I've been with people and I'm like, they'll have crystals in the house. And I remember one scenario was actually, I mentioned an amethyst too, it's a giant amethyst. I'm like, you don't feel that energy? And they're like, no. They're like, get out of here. And I'm just like, really? So it's like, not that they're uneducated on it, they're just not educated on it. You know what I mean? Like, you've done your research on it, they haven't. Maybe they do their research on other things that interest them, and you have a different hobby. You know what I mean? Like, you got to know how to separate that. You can't judge one from the other because somebody's uneducated on something you're educated on. So maybe somebody feels like, like they're not educated on something. So, they're doing research, but you're not going to find answers in research in regards to heart healing. You'll find what societal viewpoints want you to know. But you want to start healing, you can't stay stuck like that. You can't stay in that energy. No one heals in an energy like that. And he just wrote 7 and then energy, spiritual here. Yeah, you know what's funny? When you said that, I have a super 7. The ring I used to wear on this finger, it's just over there, is a super 7. So there is something here about stones or jewelry. I mean, say you wear earrings or a necklace, even a guy can wear bracelets, watch, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like something has to be cleansed around you. Like, you bring in an antique, did you cleanse it? You know what I mean? Like, antiques, vintage stuff holds energy. You have energy that comes in and out of, voids and portals, and they can get stuck to stagnant energy in your house. Clothes. Like, I wore a dress that I absolutely love, that I wore to a concert last year, and then I wore it to Danny's funeral. I wore it to his wake. And then I actually wore it to the wake I went to on Saturday. And now I feel like I have to hang up the dress and it's retired, but like, and I actually hung it up back into my closet because I only wore it for 2 hours. But then I feel like there's energy on it. But then I was like, well, the energy there wasn't bad energy. That's the first time I've been to a wake and the energy wasn't like but there was feel good energy there. Like, I don't know, you know what I mean? So so that could be feel good energy, but not that, you know, but like, I'm not going to retire my dress, but I did happen to wear it to 2 weeks. And if I went to the funeral, I probably would have wore the other one too. So I don't know, like, you know how you like keep things in, like, oh, that's my good suit, or that's my good dress, I wear that to weddings, or I wear this here. Like, there could be something about, maybe you just got to clean out your closet, you know. Like, I used to date somebody who used to leave his closet door open at night, and I always wanted it shut. But I remember being a kid, I wanted it open because I always thought there was something in the closet. But like I wouldn't keep a closet door open. Like, when I spent the night, I shut the door because there was energy within that closet. Like, I wasn't like super crazy about, you know what I mean? Like, so, but people keep, you know, safes and closets. Like, you don't think you have to like cleanse a safe. Maybe somebody doesn't know that, you know, something cleansed or stagnant. So oh my Lord, I need to get out of this energy. Please focus on, because we're more focused on trying to explain what's happening here, when it's like, probably like, you already have your own clarity. Like, do your own research, work on something. Don't worry about this. If this is meant to be, do have patience with something. They are going through something. It's not something that you want to be part of unless this person is letting you in and knowing what's going on. Because this is not energy you want to work with unless this energy is willing to work with you. And it takes 2. Okay? Let me just get one more for this life purpose, please. And there seems to be like money here, but it's not about money. So cycles, maybe it's the right cycle. I love working with my moonstone and my sunstone. Something here to me like can be exciting. I don't think you work with cycles. This is just more or less like, you probably sense something in the sense of like, you feel like you have to wrap something up here. And then somebody else does not want to wrap something up. Okay, this is going to get even more confusing. Try not to think about something here. I don't want you to get in another cycle. This cycle isn't like a bad cycle. To me, this is a new cycle. So try to have some positivity here, please. I do have to step out of this. We've been working on Libra for an hour. Oh my God. I feel like these cards have a lot to say, though. So when I take those cards away, it becomes confusing again. But the only part that's confusing is this energy. And I don't think it's energy that's confusing you. I think it's this person on this end is just kind of in between worlds right now, without them really even knowing it. It's you know, maybe somebody's picking up on the matrix, but to me there's still matrix here, as if like they can avoid something because they're entitled to. So I don't like that vibe. I don't get that vibe as like shameful, or somebody feels ashamed. I mean, I don't know everybody's situation, but this is supposed to be a new cycle. And if somebody is still thinking about other things without expressing it, oh dear Lord, you get where I'm going with that? Like, it's just, yeah. So I just got pulled to a pelican, which I do have a pelican in my car. I am a Cancer. This is when my Cancer kicks in when it comes to vintage or anything sentimental. Like, Lonnie's like, you want this pelican? It's like a Beanie Baby. I'm like, no. You got the Temperance and the 3 of Pentacles. I'm like, no. She's like, but it's your birthday. And I'm like, oh. She tried everything. And then she's like, but it's your birthday. I don't know what to do with it, right? So I get in the car and as the other day, I let Mia drive. So I went and read like the little thing about the pelican, and it was cute. But it wasn't July 1st. It was just 1977. And I'm like, it's only my fucking birth date, like the year. So then I felt like I didn't even need it. But then I'm like, Caden's like, what are you doing with this little duck or whatever bird over here? And I'm like, first of all, it's a pelican. And all right, so there's a message here because I'm like, first of all, it's a pelican and it's just going to stay in the car because I'm not bringing a fucking Beanie Baby in the house. But I did bring up a pelican for my mom that she had on the fireplace. And it's like a little statue. So clearly there's a message here for you guys because I just saw a pelican in this deck. No, there's no pelican in that deck. I don't think I have any decks with pelicans on it. Spiritual message of a pelican. Deeply connected with courage. People with that as a totem pole or a spirit animal are fearless. They're adventurous. Sometimes they have crazy hobbies. But for others, it simply means they have the courage to live an authentic lives for themselves. And I just mentioned all of that. So a pelican seems to be super symbolic here. And for a man, it's a symbol of Christ sacrificing himself for a man, a Christian art. Let's not get into that. But when it comes to alchemy, it's still Christian mystic, though. Christ who saved humanity, the baby bird, sacrificed his own blood. The vessels of experience. Yeah, fuck that. Like the Philosopher's Stone. Okay, so anywho, pelicans are definitely significant for others are still working on that courage. And there's a life path here that's kind of telling me that courage is already there. But see, again, I keep going. Like, I don't want to go that back and forth energy with fucking Libra right now. It feels like a never-ending fucking battle. Peanut butter! Hi, baby boy! Hi! Mama's been up for a whole hour. You must be starving. Come see Mama. We'll get you num-nums. We'll get you num-nums. Come on. We'll get you some fresh water. We'll get you some num-nums. Oh, these slippers, I don't like it. All right. Come on. Fresh water. Num-num. Num-nums. Good boy. I mean, somebody could be trying to convince somebody else that somebody's no good for them. You know, like, I don't fucking know. They feel like they're not worthy because of a personal experience. Like, I don't know. I'm not trying to get that deep into it. Even though I just spent a fucking hour. And I just got pulled to my elephant. I was talking about Casper. Okay, so. Let's go to the 8th house, Scorpio, 8th house, death and rebirth. I'll put 109. I can't believe I just spent that much time on Libra. It's not that big of a deal. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Libra. Oh my God. We're not doing Libra. We're doing Scorpio. Oh, good morning, guys. I know. Let's get into you guys late. Peanut butter, where are you? Peanut butter. Where'd you go? Oh, you already ate? No. Oh my God, you already ate all 4 of those that quick? There's one more. Peanut butter, where are you? Num num? Num num, you missed one. Num nums. Where the fuck did... Oh, you're on the floor. Look at num num. You missed one. Come on, num num. Ooh. There's 2. Did you even eat? No, buddy. You can't climb up my leg. You're not a monkey. You're not a monkey. Right here, num num. Yeah. I must have really confused the fuck out of him this morning. He didn't even know where to go for his food. He tried climbing up my leg. That's a new one, but not really. The tortoises try to do that all the time. I don't know what that's all about. Which is pulling me to this guy. He has a iguana. He's pretty large. He's on YouTube or Facebook. When he's cooking and stuff, he climbs up his legs to get breakfast. Typically, they're just, the cat's always at my feet. But he literally tried to climb my leg right there. So let me change the time, but I wanted to say date. So there could be a date in your calendar. Something could get changed. Let's do 1/11. I've been seeing 11/11 lately a lot, which I kind of always see in the start of a journey. It's just it's a portal, So I saw that dude yesterday for the first time. Huh? What? There's a little heart on the side. This is what drives me nuts. Let me explain this to you. So I'm not changing the time again. So I'm just gonna, could be something with Scorpio. I don't know, but it is a heart, right? So she wrote, I saw that dude yesterday, and then I can't see, and then it's time. So until somebody else writes something in that little corner, I can never see the entire thing, and it drives me fucking bananas. So I think that's a message for you. I'm getting pulled to a pencil. You could be sketching. You could be writing things down. This is Scorpio. It is the 8th house. We're working on the 8th house. This is about death and rebirth. We got the Queen of Pentacles reversed. She's one of my favorite looking ones upright. Damn, Queen of Swords upright. Justice. I feel like there's fucking 3 women here, and then it just flipped to the 5 of Swords, Princess of Pentacles. 8 of Wands reversed. I just got pulled to that 8 of Wands. I don't know if it's upright or reversed. Oh, that Empress is sitting pretty too, but not the pretty that it's reversed. Okay. So you guys can always zoom in, but Queen of Pentacles was reversed. She's just got a lot going around her. She's pretty. There's a lot going around her too, but not as much. And this is more like simplicity here. But you guys have a little bit of a glare now because of my sunlight. I swear I need a canopy over my fucking head. With the roof right over my head. Together. I feel like this is all women. What are we, Scorpio? I just got pulled to Libra. You do have Libra. What the fuck? I'm so glad I didn't come back to this last night. Now that I think about it, I was like, oh, I'll do a night reading. I'm like, nah, I'll do it in the morning. And then, and I'm like, oh, I'll be back later. Please don't always listen to me when I say that. The last 6 weeks, I know it's shitty, but I got to stop saying that. But I do have intentions on doing it, but I don't. I had this conversation on members. I will get to members next before YouTube again, though. I think you need to write something down. I got pulled to my pencil, but like sketching. So it's thin. I like thin like this. And pulled to the swords. Well, you're clearly not putting work or energy into something. Now I think I flipped it. So now that's upright. But I don't even want to know. I feel like everything needs to be scattered and shuffled again. So I think you're starting over or starting from scratch. Some people, like when you're baking, like when I'm cooking, I don't follow recipes. When you're baking, you have to follow recipes, like measurements, I always I do and I don't. It just depends, right? So, but like a pinch of this, a pinch of that, because I know what I like for flavoring when it comes to like spicy paprika, I prefer that over anything. For those who don't know, get yourself some hot paprika. It's not hot. It's like sweet and savory. It's perfect on deviled eggs. It's perfect when, chicken, poultry, ground turkey. It's just, it gives it a whole nother taste. I'll never use regular paprika again in my entire life. So there's something here with cooking or measurements. What the fuck house are we in? You gotta be kidding me right now. 8th house. Death and rebirth. Whatever this is in regarding, you are definitely no joke. But the practicality just goes out the window. So I don't know if I don't think that's really a good thing. It could be though. To me, it's just you know what? I'm not putting effort into this. I see something clearly. I'm doing what's best for me. But you're not nurturing something here. You're not working on it. But I don't know if that's a good thing. So you could be dismissing something that shouldn't be dismissed. This could be somebody's life purpose here because this Libra is strong. So here we go again with the fucking zodiacs. I'm not trying to do that. What the fuck? So for some reason, which I didn't get that vibe yesterday, but maybe Aries, Libra, and Scorpio is about the zodiac, but it's also about the house. So you got to find out what planet you're working with, what house it lies in. Maybe you have Libra in the 8th house. Maybe you have Aries in the 8th house, 2nd house for some people I'm hearing, which is, Venus, Taurus, which is, we got Venus, Libra right here. This is all Libra. I mean, it's all Taurus, even though it's fucking Libra. Oh my Lord, guys. Possessions, maybe out the door. You don't give a fuck. This happened yesterday too, where I felt like I couldn't undo it, remember? It's real easy to keep that there for some reason. Even if you it's the Chinese finger pull or whatever, it doesn't even, I don't know how to explain it. It just, your hands lock there. Big hands, little hands, fingers, it doesn't matter. You can get a good lock there. So I had to undo it. So it could be something with your hands, your fingers. I took my nail polish off. Because I'm always dip. So there's something maybe with Venus here. But I knew I was going to have surgery. I didn't think I'd have to wait, 2.5 months to have it. But everyone's like, oh, you going back to get nails done? No, not right now. It started with taking the polish off my toes. So maybe you're not in your Venus energy and you're fuck this. I'm not putting makeup on. I don't give a fuck. But fingers carry a lot of energy. Your nails carry energy, nail beds, so if you think about it, I can't even remember the last time my toes were bare. Years. And my nails too. And I'm putting on 3 layers of freaking dip, guys. That's a lot. And I started feeling energy a lot better in my hands when I took it off. So bare necessities. I mean, you could be all dolled up too, but you don't need a hairdresser. You don't need a makeup artist. You know what I mean? It's just I don't know what message that is. So this is Venus Taurus energy. Venus Taurus. You gotta be fucking kidding me. This is Venus. So it's either your 2nd house or your 7th house. It could be 3 different women. I mean, fuck if I know. Guess it's time to find out, right? But it's almost like, here's your consequences. And it's like, go ahead. You know, like, you don't care if you have to go in front of a judge. You don't care if you have to go in front of, you know, a priest, a higher authority figure. Like, you're good. This could be saying maybe you need to get more into your Venus. You're too much in your Scorp. Yeah, see, there's definitely something here with the zodiac. I can't avoid it. So your Venus and Pluto can be opposed. They could be, it's got to have something with your birth chart. I can't tell if it's a good thing or a bad thing, to be quite honest. I don't think it's a bad thing. I guess it depends on how you're looking at something and if this is all of you. All of you needs all of me. All of me needs all of me. That was cheesy. You could be superstitious. Rio de Janeiro. I could be thinking about going to Brazil. I just heard Cuba. But I don't even know what that is. I'm assuming it's a bird. Is that its tail? I don't think it's a macaw. It could be. What is that? Looks like some kind of parrot, but I don't know what's at the bottom there. Wings, feet, what is that? Oh, my chest hurts. Didn't this happened yesterday? When did this happen? The right side of my chest again. What is going on? Bird flu? Monkeypox? Mia said something about monkeypox the other day. Maybe it's something with birds. Didn't that come in the last couple months? Something with like birds, upper respiratory infection, bird flu. What the fuck message is this? I don't know what would affect the right side like that. I don't know if that's a pair. I just got pulled to my pink pair. And that's the day I bought all the roosters, remember? And then I came back and we looked it up and I was like, oh my God, that makes so much sense. And the roosters are like protectors. So I do feel like somebody's watching over you as well. It could be, I don't know why I'm getting like those particular country. I mean, even Puerto Rico. There could be something with Cuban, Puerto Rican, Portuguese. Like, but I don't think that's, I think that's like a bird or what the fuck? You know, like tortoises, they come from different places. Like birds come from different places. I had to remind myself I'm reading the 8th house. But peanut butter is sitting on my slipper, my left foot. But yeah, I had to get up and stretch and do things like that right side of my chest. So that I don't even know what that would be. I mean, I know there's arteries that go like up and down, but not around to that side. Like, why would you feel pressure in the upper right chest? I think it's kind of like upper right. It's on the right side, but it's Minor injuries, muscle strain, digestive issues, lung issues, heart issues, pulmonary hypertension. Do you feel it on the right side? High blood pressure in the lungs and right side of the heart can cause the right side to work harder. So it could be a heart thing. And I learned when I went to get a echocardiogram of my heart, not that one, the other one, like that ultrasound. I was like, where are they going with this? And it was all over. Like I thought the heart was just like right there, but then you have all like the ventricles and ventricles. I was thinking like octopus too, with tentacles, that go to that side. And I was like, wow. And then right in the middle, like where you swallow. So that was interesting. Someone could be a nurse, you could be a doctor, you could be studying. But I mean, it could be anxiety, because sometimes anxiety can make you feel like you're having a heart attack. But it could be excess stress, shingles, panic attacks, chest pain. Shingles suck. I've had that twice. They're fucking sore. And I get it on my chest when I do get it. Shingles can always come back. Luckily I've only had it twice. It doesn't come back. But for some reason I'm like, sometimes I'm always like, I feel like it's a winter thing, but it's not. So there's got to be something with a virus here. Maybe you don't realize you have a virus. Maybe, you got bit by something. Ticks are no joke. I've seen people in the hospital lose their fucking legs, guys. There's got to be something with health here. Maybe there's a lawsuit, you know what I mean? Like, maybe somebody gave somebody the wrong medication. I don't know if there's a nurse here. Like, they didn't do the right thing. Like, they were too busy doing paperwork versus caring for the patient. Maybe it could even be a doctor. It could be a dentist. It could be a psychiatrist. Like, there's something here where somebody kind of made a mistake, and this would be like somebody owning it, though, or like it could be you just not taking care of yourself and you're dismissing something and you're getting all the signs. Maybe you have to be your own self-advocate here, like I was with my hip. It took me 9 fucking months, guys, of complaining about my fucking hip. Like, it's wild. And when I went back to the doctors, like in between, they're like, oh, we can up this and up that medicine. And I'm like, you're fucking out of your mind if you think that's what I'm going to do for the next fucking 3 months while I wait for surgery. Like, you're fucking out of your mind. You're not just going to up my medicine. Like, that's your thought process, like that's your answer. But yet, because I had an issue when I went to pain management, I don't like this woman. And I remember, because I feel like that was me. But my doctor was convinced, no, she's really nice, Courtney, blah, 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 blah. Because I had a doctor on my PC last week too. And they sent me to pain management in case, because I was taking Tramadol, Toradol, things like that. And I don't want to go the opioid route. And I didn't want to do the injections. But protocol, because of a car accident, doing the right thing, they have to follow protocol. I have to actually get the injection today, and then you can't have surgery for 3 months after that because you're at like a 90% risk of a massive staph infection, and that can kill you. So there's something going on here. Maybe you're getting the wrong advice from somebody. Something's not right with whatever this is. Like, that's like Marsh, not to call her out, love her to death. She's got a friend that's a nurse, so she always thinks she's right, and she's been getting this rash on her face off and on for like 4 or 5 months now. Like puffy eyelids. You guys didn't notice, but my hawk feather was just going up and down like it was on a seesaw. and she hates taking steroids, putting anything in her body, no new products, no nothing. And I was like, well, what about a tattoo? And she's like, well, I did get a tattoo, and there could be ink poisoning, but like it would usually affect your whole body. But it's just affecting her like eyelids in her face, they swell. And she's not doing another round of steroids. I don't do good with steroids either. I don't want to just mask pain. I want to feel it. I want to know I'm working through it. I want to know what's hurting. When she goes to see an allergist, because it's going on 4 months, so I'm telling you, like, there's something going on here. Like, maybe it's blood pressure. I don't know. And you go to the doctors and it's like your blood pressure's fine. Like Caden's the other day was 130/80. I'm like, child, you got to get up and do more stuff. Like I'm so over this. And it was fucking sky high when he takes medicine. Like his body doesn't do good with medicine. There's definitely something going on with healthcare. Maybe having to be your own self-advocate. Because I'm like, you're not upping fucking anything. But like this surgery could have already been done and I could have been already healing. Like it's so frustrating. But there's protocol, right? So, but like you should be getting nurtured, if that makes sense. Maybe the doctor's missing something. Maybe you think it's just a muscle strain. Maybe you lifted something the wrong way. Actually, I'm getting pulled to marsh again. Her mother did that with moving last year. And she ripped something in her shoulder. And she refused to go to the doctors. And then finally she had to because it was getting too bad when she was carrying, she's a teacher, her book bags and stuff. And sure as shit, she had to have surgery. She went a whole year. I'm actually very surprised that this is coming out in Scorpio. See, there's something with zodiacs here. You could have your sixth house in the eighth. You can have Virgo in the eighth house. And this is something like in Venus. This is something like that it could be a beauty product. It could be something you're injecting into your body. It could be a pill. This could be a need to detox and cleanse. And I know I just got pulled to the parasite cleanse. And I was like, I remember one time I was like, oh, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I might want to do that. But then Spirit was instantly telling me, like, no, even though people do carry parasites, right? But like, just because it's on the market, just because it's good for you, it's like St. John's warts, whatever it is. Remember, we looked it up and there's 2 actually products that are actually really bad for you, and it's a brand name and you'd never know it. So you need to do your research here because this is stressing like logical energy research, like, and it has to have something to do with your body, your health, your Venus, your appetite, maybe something with anorexia here. So you need a balance between something here. There's definitely something happening here. Maybe write down what you're eating. Maybe, when you got that pain or whatever's going on, write it down. What were you thinking about? What were you doing? Digestive issues, acid reflux could actually hurt that side of your chest, but we all think it goes up the esophagus. You could have a blockage. Like I have a hernia there, and they said good thing for that hernia because my throat would have been like all that acid reflux. I would have lost a lot of lining in my throat if that hernia wasn't there. So they decided to keep the hernia there. But I think this is something in the air. I think bird flu. There's just some type of virus coming again. Obviously, it can be a new strand of the coronavirus, but I think this is something else. I just got pulled to Mad Cow. like some people hunt rabbit and they have like rabbit stew. Like I wouldn't be eating like fish. Like my dad goes fishing at the Merrimack. He'd never eat it though. You know what I mean? So definitely be careful like what you're ingesting, or if you're going on vacation, like. And I actually got pulled to the coronavirus the other day when I was walking into the wake because some people had a mask on, and I was kind of like, I hound my mom when she goes out to wear a mask, and it's up to her, but she typically doesn't, you know. Peanut Butter was just pecking at my foot. Hi, buddy bear. I tell you, pecking at my foot. He's like waiting at the drawbridge, like, hey, Sheldon, see what are you doing? He was pecking at Sheldon the other day, and I'm like, do not do that to him. Yeah, I know. Nice talking to you. I see you. He literally was like, let me in. Let me in, but chinny chin chin. Yeah, I have a heart murmur too. But it wouldn't cause that pain. So maybe you already know about a certain condition and you're not doing anything about it. You're not eating better. You should be nurturing yourself. Like your immune system can be down. Didn't Libra, I mentioned a chemical imbalance? And that can have to do with what you eat and affect it as well. And I actually have an appointment on Monday for pulmonary, just because we ruled out my heart. But I swear it's just from the car accident and just not, not enough exercise. Or well, I can't exercise. That's the problem too. But like even going up the stairs out of breath, like I shouldn't be out of breath, But my body is weak. But while your body is weak, things do occur whether you realize it or not, because it's like, say you go to the gym all the time and you do this and then you just stop. It's just, that's not good for your body. Like you diet, you shock your body. Like a lot of people like cutting carbs, no carbs. Like I would never do that, but that's just me. And it's not because I love bread. It's because I know for a fact you have to find the balance, because if you were ever to put carbs in your system again, you're going to double the weight, and you're also going to mess with your metabolism. You're going to mess with a lot of things, your equilibrium, your chemical imbalance. Like people don't realize, like certain people, like she just wants to do, like not she, but we were talking about Marsh, but somebody, what was it, the Parasite or something, right? Like St. John's, what like you think it's a good one, and it sounds like a good idea because we all do carry parasites, but some people, like, it's like taking the good flora out of you, like that's why you're not supposed to douche. Like there's certain reasons for certain. So I'm not saying you're supposed to have parasites in you, but it's like germs. Like if you take away all your germs, you're bound to get sick. So you need to be smart about something here. You need to do your research. You need to look into it. You might think it's minor, but it's major. What are symptoms of the bird flu? Muscles, fever, runny nose, sneeze, shortness of breath. H5N1, cough, stuffy nose. I don't know, I'm wary on where to go with this read. So I wouldn't ignore something here, but I do feel like the government's involved here too. It's like the whole coronavirus fighting, like where did it come from, this and that, China. It's just there could be something like that again. Um, Again, I keep hearing mad cow. Monkeypox. There could be cases of everything. It's, that came into the United States a couple years ago too. It didn't spread like wildfire, but it could be shutting down the borders, flights, homeland security. I'm getting with justice. Could be a health crisis. It could just be affecting women. Like something's attacking women. I would think then reproduction organs. I would think something like that. Like, I don't know. This is fucking health all fucking day. Yeah, see, I feel like I gotta scramble this again like I did with Libra. So definitely be your own self-advocate. I do feel like you're ignoring something that you're not seeing, or, like the doctors tell me, like the tortoises can carry salmonella, just like a bird, their droppings. But that's when like they're, wild and they're outside and they're in their own environment, they didn't come from a different country. So definitely educate yourself on something. It could be, people always want to blame it on this, that, animals, but like it's dander, it's in the air, and the hawk. This was going up and down, so it is something with a bird. I'm guessing it's probably just could be a new strand of the bird flu. Maybe the birds are sick. I don't typically say this, but be careful walking barefoot, even in your backyard. Unfortunately, there's something. Got all these fungus, these mushrooms. I actually posted a picture on my page yesterday of the mushrooms. And peanut butter was just pecking at my left foot. And Bruce was always telling me, make sure you get a pedicure, like after you're in the garden. And I'm like, why? Because I got dirty feet? He's like, no, germs. You know how many germs are in the garden? That get under your nails? Yeah, guys. So man, what is this? I think it definitely has to do with a bird. I think it's bigger than the bird flu, though. Like it. I don't think it's just affecting women, but I think women and men have different side effects. All the same side effects, but there's something that happens because our bodies are different. So malnourishment, like it, man, what is? And I said this with this virus, with the coronavirus, before it even came out, that I knew there was a huge virus hitting. And I did say to you guys, like maybe 5 years after that or longer, it's going to hit again, but it's going to be even stronger. And when it does hit, your immune system needs to be really high in order to not get attacked by what this is. Like, you don't need a vaccination. Like, you just have to have a healthy body. And if you don't, you're going to be attacked. You're going to get whatever this is with a weakened immune system. So I think you really need to work on your immune system right now in moderation. And I heard, like, don't jack up on vitamin C. Who the fuck jacks up on vitamin C? But, like, you got to find the balance. You know, there's such a thing as too much serotonin, you know. Like, I want to, like, wean myself off, like, the gabapentin, but I can't stand the nerve pain. Nerve pain is no joke. But you got to find the balance, you know. So, like, something is lacking. Whatever this is going to be worse than the first time we got hit. Like, this will kill thousands. So I don't know if this is just a warning video for the 8th house. Where I don't know if you have Virgo in the 8th house. Like, this is all about your health, guys. And this is about death and rebirth. And I'm getting, like, a little death. Like, if you're not healthy, if you can't find that balance, like, and I don't want to scare anybody. Like, it's like if somebody is really sick, you got cancer, you know, you don't want to just go out, walk around a fucking hospital or a mall without a mask, or, you know what I mean? Like, but I feel like whatever this is, like, in our own backyard. And it has to do with birds. I don't know if the birds are the messengers, carry it in, like carrying it. And I did notice they kind of went away early this year. They migrated early. We do have, like, the Orioles that are coming back. My mom saw, like, 5 the other day. I've only seen 1. They're just gorgeous. Bright orange. We don't typically have Orioles, or not in our backyard every year. You know, I feel like this is the first year where like a little flock. I don't even call it a flock. There's only 5 or 6, right? But, like, so yeah, this is something with birds. So I don't know if it's like a new strand of the bird flu, but, like, this is whatever this is it's not going to be good. And I think whatever it is intentional. Like, I see crops and fields feeding it to the birds, like how you would with starlings to kill them. So it could be something they're putting in the air. And it's been really wet. I think Connecticut, the fucking rain was up to the fucking car windows. And that happened in Texas, and then certain birds came here in the beginning of the season. And there was something with seasons in Libra. I didn't see health in Libra, though, did I? Health could have been there, and health's not that great, but I didn't focus on health. So this is definitely, this is not rebirth energy. I mean, it definitely can be in the sense of taking care of yourself, but like this is definitely death here too. Like populations. Italy, no, island. Possibly something from Asia. Well, I'm not crazy about this raid. I'm almost getting like Thomas Edison. I'm getting like way back in the day. And birds, people used to say all the time as a kid, I'd pick them up. Oh, don't touch bird feathers. And peanut butter, I keep wanting to say Petrie's been losing his feathers. And me, it's like, here. And I'm like, I don't want it. It's not because it's germy. It's just because I'm not going to save every single feather. But in the jar over here that's under my computer, actually it's right here, I do have Kai's feather. And it's actually pulling me to, there's Kai's feather. And Kai is in my backyard, and it is pulling me to like that parrot. Oh, and I was talking about Brazil. I'm getting pulled to Chile. Brazil, Cuba, Puerto Rico. But I don't think it's any of them. It's just telling me bird. So again, I'd be even careful in your own backyard, guys. Like, I hate to say it, like you might want to stop feeding the birds. But I feel like that's cruel. I did have a bunch of crows, but maybe they were just blackbirds. No, they were crows, and I haven't seen them in a while, and a whole bunch swarm in like a flock flew in the other day. So this could have something to do with crows. Nope, it's not crows. It's just birds, guys. I think it's just it's a new strand of like the bird flu. But it's deadly. It's like, I don't think there's a vaccination for this one yet. I don't think, like, you know how like COVID, they did like you can get a shot if you catch it quick enough. Like, there's not anything for this now. But I don't think you would even want it. I think it's one of those things again where, you want to leave the country, it's mandatory. So I think it's going to be one of those things again. And I said to myself too, if that shit comes back up in healthcare, like, I'm out. So be careful, because I think they're going to create a new vaccination here in regards to whatever's going to hit. I keep seeing like Italy, Rome, but I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong. But like, it's going to hit a country fucking hard. But it's like mandatory mask, you know what I mean? But like, I don't know if this particular mask, like the N1, like, I don't think like they might even come up with a whole new mask for this one. Like, that doesn't even make any sense. But they will, because it's something else. This is fucking ridiculous. Whatever it is man-made. It's intentional. That even makes me wary. Like, I got that vibe the last couple of times I let peanut butter out in the yard, since he almost got eaten by a hawk, now that I think about it. But that's a turkey feather. And Peanut Butter's talking right now. And the last couple times, I've been letting him out. Whoa, okay, that scared me. Whew, this is going to be scary. It's going to kill a lot of people. Like overcrowded hospitals again. Like, what the fuck? You might want to start wearing a mask when you go shopping. I don't know how much good it's going to do, but like, it's like allergies. People have allergies right now, sneezing, but like I have bad allergies and I'm not sneezing. It's like not affecting me. You hear Peanut Butter ever since I mentioned him going out? Because there's like bugs, he can get through the grass, and I'm not even worried about the tick factor. Like, I've just been wary. He's like doing like a little R2-D2 noise for you guys right now. Where are you? You're in between my feet? Hi, baby boy. Hi. Wanna come see Mama? Wanna come see Mama? You just want to hang in between my feet? I do have a picture of an elephant down low. It's not an Asian elephant. It's an African elephant. So it could be something with Africa here. And Sheldon is from Africa. So this could start in Africa. I am getting pulled to the Amazon River again. Something going on with the Amazon River. I think it's going to flood. Didn't that happen in Italy? Didn't they get like a massive flood? There's something with water here. Like the water is polluted, or there's something with birds and like feces. We get that in lakes this time of year. Like the water is too high, like from duck poop. Queen of Pentacles reversed, please. So, all you can do is really, I don't know, it's something with water. Like, not even like drinking your water. Six of Swords reversed. This is like all water. Princess of Cups upright. Ace of Swords. Could be, again, something with fish. There's definitely something going on with water. And I don't typically send these to myself. And I mentioned this the other day, food and water, and in a reading, and I didn't play it for you guys. But when I send shit like this to me, there's a reason for it. I don't remember. Spiritual warfare by food and water.
Corporations to take the soul away from people, to disconnect people from the higher world. And in order to do that, we have to destroy the pineal gland. People follow the research.
I don't know if you guys hear Peanut Butter.
The pineal gland is the most sensitive part of our central nervous system. It is highly, highly, highly sensitive to four things.
I was just talking about the nervous central system.
Glyphosate, fluoride, and Wi-Fi. And we are the only country in the world that has pushed these four things in the last 60 years or so on everybody growing up here. There must have been an ultra-intelligence group of scientists who have designed this protocol to fluoridate the drinking water, to put nanoacids in the air, to put glyphosate in the food, and an activated spark at the right frequencies.
And that stuff's been around for a while, guys, but I just came across it again the other day, and I've heard that video plenty of times in the last couple of years. It's not a new thing, right? So, but wasn't there a country, peanut butter is yapping, there was a country where I feel like for a while, like they couldn't even drink their own drinking water. Like they were running out of fucking water. Like the Red Cross had to bring them water, but like that shit's intentional. I'm getting pulled to like an AC, so this must be like a warm country. And it's going to spread quicker. And this whole entire time, and in the Libra read, I kept talking about the nervous system and how, too much gabapentin, too much, there's such a thing as too much serotonin. You want a healthy balance here. So the Six of Swords reverse, it's like not moving forward. Like could be something with your stomach because it rules the emotions, water. Fish, be really careful eating fish, sushi. We talked about that. But this to me it's birds. But I think it's like it's their feces. Where you used to be able to drink like Poland Springs in Maine, that can, even though it's filters, like that's so it's like they poison the birds. Or it could be even like bird food that we're buying, and we think we're buying good bird food, and they put like a new ingredient in it this year. Like it's something that's just is happening. It's been around, but whatever this is new, and it will kill you. It's not a slow death. Like you wouldn't know, like you're being poisoned, like well water, like whatever this is, like it could be a slow death. Like the birds have been eating it all season. And I'm telling you, like a lot of birds we had 2 new birds from Texas come this spring because of their flood. No, because of their lack of water. Now this is too much water. I would definitely I'd stop buying extra cases of water. I'm not going to lie. Like, I was talking about my mom with it the other day, like cans of soups and beans, like the stuff they put in the metal now, like it doesn't last longer. The preservative stuff they're putting in, like, because she was saying like she wants like a pack or something. We were actually on our way to the wake when she was talking about this. So yeah, guys, this is going to cause like a mass hysteria. Like, and my dad's like, fuck that. Like, we don't need one of those. I'm good in my own home. I got my guns, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like, but the government makes it so like you don't have like, you can't have stuff like that unless you buy like their packs, and who knows what's in their fucking packs, So, I mean, there's definitely, and I know this is something with water, but I would still stock up on water. Something's telling me to like, you should definitely stock up on water. There could be a shortage of water. Only because there could be a country that gets, there's something with their drinking water, and then we give them our water. And then not to the point where we have a shortage, but, could cause, like I said, a mass hysteria. Like, you're giving all our water away. Like, what about us? Like, I'm telling you, like, there's going to be a shortage of water. And we need water to live, guys. I'm not saying go crazy, but like, stop buying a little extra. Because I'm picky. I like Poland Springs, but and I started buying jugs instead of bottles because I was so sick of fucking cleaning Kanan's room with the bottles. And it's not about pollution. It's like, but I was like, in the Hannaford water, I forget what spring it is. It's only 99 cents compared to $2.49. I can drink Hannaford water. I'm not like super crazy about it. It could even be distilled, but like it's that like even like gallons of water, like even like the cheaper ones, like it's because I know there's something here with pollution with water and whatever's happening with the birds, but like I think the Red Cross, they're gonna have to step in, and there's definitely gonna be a country that's short. There's gonna be a shortage of water, like they can't drink their water. I'm not saying like we'll go without water, but it's just like that mass hysteria. You know, it's something like that that's about to hit soon. I'm getting flashlights. It's almost like what I told Texas. And I just said this when I'm reading the other day. When stuff like this comes out, it comes out of fucking nowhere. So this has to do with Pluto being retro. And it's Pluto to the power to the people, right? But this is like control. They want to control the population right now. And we know that anyway. But like, oh. So I'm not saying like it's safe to like drink the water now, but there's something that's going to happen real soon. It's just you'll probably feel more comfortable having, like I'm getting pulled of toilet paper. Wasn't there a shortage of toilet paper once? Not once. Yeah, there was. So that's going to happen again, FYI. So you might want to stock up on toilet paper and water. Even wipies where you can, reuse them. I know that sounds gross, but I'm telling you, there's going to be something that's going on like that. You can't if there's like diarrhea. Yes, there's definitely something there's a virus that's about to hit. If it hasn't started hitting already, and I don't watch the news like that. I don't think there's anything on the news like that right now. But it's coming. And everything I predicted with Texas, and I'm just a messenger, guys. I don't look at myself as like, ooh, COVID, like, and they mention it like, oh, I predicted COVID. Bitch, you didn't. A lot of us did. We're messengers. Birds are messengers. Like they're already leaving. They're already talking to us. We're not paying attention. Outside is talking to us. Like yesterday I was outside doing a lot of planting. It's cooler. It's nice weather, but like we're losing seasons. Everybody knows that. It's been happening. Like June was our July and so forth. You know what I mean? And Peanut Butter is doing like mechanical R2D2 sounds. This is the first time he's like really done it and continued to talk. And he's pecking at my left foot again. So I don't know if there's something with the left foot. Spiritual meaning of the left foot. And the foot has come in. I just talked about that with Bruce. Like represents a person's inner self and their connection to spirit. And he's just pecking at my left foot, guys. So it said that contains vital energy that's important for mortal and spiritual growth and understanding. Its contrast, the right side of the body, is thought to represent how a person relates to the world and others. The second toe on the left foot is said to represent communication with oneself and spirit. I did talk about a toe ring. Make sure you cleanse whatever you're wearing around your feet, while the second toe on the right foot represents communication with others. So it's your inner self and the connection with spirit. Vital energy in your left foot. So maybe you want a toe ring on your second toe. Oh, that's the right foot, represents communication with others. So that's kind of like Matrix. So I think spirit's definitely, the outdoors is talking to us for sure. But there is something with feet here. I mentioned it a couple times. In our immune system, in our central nervous system. We need to pay attention to it. Hi. Yeah? You're making all sorts of noises. You want to come up and say hi? You're like, you're going to let me on the cards? Are you talking to us? Are you talking to us? I know, I have the table, I have it slanted. Look at you. Over here. This is your little spot. You want to stay right there? Let me get you. Oh, I told myself to keep the paper towels over here. Oh, I got this. Yeah, there you go. And I put one right here too. Okay. So, and the other day I let him eat ants, and I hovered over him because I know he can fly. And it was strange too. Like, I just been getting that vibe, like I don't want him out there. So, and guys, actually, Max, it's been what, 3 weeks now? He's in and out. He doesn't really want to be outside right now. And it's been like 3 weeks and he doesn't. And I kept thinking maybe it's something with the rain, even though he can stay dry in certain places. But for 3 weeks now, Max has been really weird about inside, outside. So I think our animals are picking up on this energy. And they do anyway, you know, but like, be careful right now. Like, I feel like it's too early for like Max to come in or whatnot. And I feel like it's too early not to let peanut butter in the little thing. But there's just something like telling me like it's just not a good idea. Like, if you're going to bring, I got plants. If you're going to bring your plants in, and I have plants that are thriving out there, like make sure you give it new soil before you bring it into the house. Like, I clean his cage, I put gloves on me, and laughs at me. And I'm like, no, like, it's just, you know, and I don't use Lysol. Like, I use a bird cleaner. Like, I'm very particular. Like, I'll vacuum every morning if I see any little thing of poop or trace or anything, and he's getting a little better. I'll scrub it with Lysol, and then I go and I vacuum just in case. But I love this one. This is just bird formula, Nature's Miracle. But you can really use it with anything, is what I'm hearing. So definitely something with birds here, guys. There's no question. And this even says leave it on for 10 minutes and then wash. I just squirt a little on a paper towel and clean the cage. I actually like the smell of it. And again, it's the smell, right? That's what you use, yeah? You have birds? I mean, Nature's Miracle, I mean, you can use it for a lot of things. That brand is a popular brand anyway. But I guess it's just stressing the bird thing, you know? Or just be careful buying or getting things from certain countries right now. I'm not getting like anthrax, but I'm getting like how it's carried. You know what I mean? Like, something could be even carried into like a court system. Like, I'm not getting guns, but I'm getting like something. It definitely has to do with the government. So you need to start doing research, or not even research. This is like your clarity. Like, this is your message in regards to like water, death, whatever's going on here. I think it's the world. I think it's Gaia that's kind of doing like a rebirth, like a reset right now. And I do feel like there is definitely spiritual warfare going on. Collective getting together. It's that time of year. You going ham on that little piece of paper? There's a message. He loves whipping around little pieces of paper. So I think I'm going to wrap this read up and keep Libra and Scorpio together, because this is more about, yeah, like I'm hearing population, like the world, like a global event. So please be very careful with your nervous system right now. And that's part of my whole brain thing with the research I did for over a year. It's almost like I have the knowledge, but there's still more to research. And that research was there in Libra's read. And Libra's all over the board with Venus here. But this is, please go to Cafe Astrology. I can't stress it enough. Free fucking chart, guys. And find out what lies in these houses for you. Like, do you have Aries in the 7th house? Do you have Taurus in the 7th house? Like, find out what it is. And I think this is, a lot of it's Venus for you guys. What health and beauty products, and, because I even said to Marsh, like, have you had any injections, facials, things like that? Like, but I've had it before. Well, your body changes every 7 years. You can't rule that stuff out. Our bodies do change, and the environment. Hey, no. He just pooped over here. He is getting a little better. I typically put him in his cage, but he flew away from me and I'm not about to chase him. So, hey, you're not supposed to be up there. You're being a little, you're not being obedient, but he is learning quick. So, I keep seeing like Italy, Rome. I keep seeing like boats, water, and I'm pretty sure Italy flooded in the last couple of years. Spain, I just got pulled to Spain. So, I mean, all that water, the damage, cars don't work. Like, it's crazy. Like, make sure you have insurance, things like that we slack on sometimes. Like, I don't have an automatic payment. Every single month, it's like, it lapsed. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then I got to go and make a phone call. And it's a pain in the ass. It's like the only thing I don't have being taken out of my account. And I try to do it. I've done it a couple times. And for some reason, like, it's not, there's something like with the accounts. And I got a maintenance fee the other day for like storage, like a new storage place took over. Like, your storage could flood. Like, make sure you have insurance on your storage. Make sure you have, you live in certain areas, you have to have flood insurance. So we're definitely looking at a huge flood coming in. But it's also could even be carrying a virus. Again, I'm getting pulled like all the fungi, the mushrooms, like the bottom of our shoes. That's why people take their shoes off when they walk through the door. Like, my hospital shoes, I always kept them on a little thing up, not on my floor. Like, stuff like that drives me fucking bananas. You don't want stinky feet. People will come over. But, like, it's just like shoes carry so much germs and energy. Cleanse your shoes, get a new pair. Pay attention to that left foot. Make sure you ground that left foot. Maybe put an anklet on that foot. I love anklets. I haven't put one on all year. So maybe I shall. I don't know why I keep getting pulled to Italy. Or canals. Drawbridge. Careful going over bridges. I did cancel my trip and my concert. I know the girls were bummed, but I was going to Kentucky in September and doing Bourbon and Beyond. It's like a 4-day festival. And then on the way back, we were going to hit another concert in New York. We were gonna rent like a big RV road trip. It was 6 of us. So I just can't do it with my hip. I can't chance it. But I was wary about the road trip too. But something's telling me here about water. So it could be something with Kentucky, I don't know. My aunt and uncle just moved to Kentucky too. But I want to say, like, out of all places. So, again, I am worried about, like, car accidents. Like, this, it's just the energy right now. Anything mechanical. It's got put to, like, a microwave, though. Like, and we actually just got a new microwave and fridge. Can't stand the fucking fridge. But even the microwave, I said about microwaves, Wi-Fi, you know what I mean? Like, adding more stuff into it, the newer versions, the models. So it's just, and a hummingbird, guys. I saw a hummingbird sit yesterday for the first fucking time, and then the hummingbird actually got trapped in the house. My mom got it to come out, but like I've never seen a hummingbird sit. I'll show you the pictures I sent her. So I was like, this is so cool. And like I've never seen it. And I noticed the hummingbirds this year don't have much color. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but look at that. I've never seen a hummingbird sit and let me take pictures of it. So it's definitely something, and it's like, I just cleaned that plant the other day, and here it is, the bird sitting on it, on the top of the plant hanger, So, but I always wash my hands. I'm very careful about stuff like that, even my gardening tools. He just sat on my phone and it went right to Gaia. I love that app. And that app, Gaia, it's awesome. A lot of people have Netflix, things like that. GA. Where is that app? How did he even open it? Oh, it's right there. Oh, it won't let me spread it. So, anywho, right there. No, it's not letting me, but for those who don't know, it's actually teal. Look at the dirt under my nails from gardening with the gloves on. I haven't been able to. I took the little scraper, so it's like in between my nails because my nails got ruined when I took off the dip myself. I'll never do that again. But again, here we go with teal. Teal and yellow has been a very strong color for you guys. I don't know if it's a protective color. I did get pulled to calmness, but like there's just something like turquoise more than topaz. Spiritual meaning of the color teal. It's vibrant. I like it. It's emotional healing, open communication, mortality, renewal, trust, loyalty. So teal brings healing, emotional healing into balance, mind, body, and spirit. And you have to find that balance here. And that all, again, has to right back to the nervous system. So this is kind of like you guys' message warning, to pay attention to your surroundings. Like, I think I only saw like one butterfly this year. Shit ton of fucking dragonflies. The mosquitoes are probably going to be coming soon. I noticed the bird bath needed to be dumped, but all the fresh water, you think it wouldn't look like that. It looks like fucking swamp water right now. It's disgusting. And I forgot to dump it. So, yeah, just, extra precaution, guys, when it comes to bird poop. Mop your floors a little bit more often than you do. Careful with, walking around the house. Because I think this is your emotional health, mental health too. Like, it doesn't mean go and do all these cleanses, like I said. Like, you just being aware of something helps. You being aware of your nervous system, what you're putting in your body, helps. And all those medicines out there affect the nervous system, which then affects our thinking. If that's off balance, off kilter, life does not go as smooth as you'd like it to. So, I still want to get on Dallas Method and talk about meditation, but I'm getting pulled more about, working with the nervous system right now. Because that's what is being attacked. Yeah, there's definitely an attack coming, but I'm also getting like a different type of attack, like war. But this is more they've been doing it for years, food, water, but this is definitely water. So water thing for sure. Again, he just crawled on my left foot. What are you doing? You're so cootie tootie. So cootie tootie you are. He's always pecking in between my toes. Doesn't even tickle, it just feels weird. My sister came downstairs the other day too. She's like, it's so weird you have a wild bird just flying around. I'm like, I know. He's got like a little home down here. It's kind of cute. Might be something with location here. I was thinking about like I'm getting like a little compound. Like the closer you are to like your family or something. But this is something like you can't travel if somebody's sick. Like because there's going to be something going around. Like you can't go into hospitals and visit people. Like sometimes that whole COVID thing, you couldn't even have a wake, you couldn't even have a funeral. Like it's going to be like another mass hysteria here. This is like something that's about to go down in September, and this is a little bit of a heads up. I don't think it's that other strand of like the COVID like I was talking about. Like I think that's further out. Like it's with our children when they like adults. I'd say within the next like 5-10 years. And it's meant to hit that generation too. But they're the ones that, going to be raising these babies that are going to make a difference. So I also feel like they're taking fertility away from this generation too. The more control they have over this generation in between like 14 and 29 right now, they're trying to control. And they're the ones that are going to have the babies the next generation. And it's going to matter. So they keep dumbing down our children right now. We're fucked. And they're the ones where they're going to have a really good immune system to fight whatever this is. So like it's so crucial. And I wouldn't say it's like the dumb generation. It's like the hopeless generation. Like it's too late for this generation. It is. It's too late. What matters is their children. 15 years from now, 20 years from now, it's crucial. So that's the age group they're attacking right now. All the other ones, the rest of us are just kind of like victims. I feel like there's still something here. It's like expressing something, but not. It's like not communicating, not. Yeah. That could be even like a lawyer, the sun reversed, something here like Ace of Cups reversed, Ace of Wands reversed. I don't know what's going on with the justice. Well, justice system fucking sucks, but it is. It's our free will in the direction we choose to go in here. You're going to settle or you're going to ascend. Yeah, birth control too. Like I'm telling you, like it's all. And I did just say that something affecting women. I forgot I even said that. And this could be fertility. Like if this was upright, this would be fertility. A sun in the Ace of Cups. I'm missing the Empress, but this would be congratulations, you're pregnant. You know, things like that. But like this would be like maybe a miscarriage or an abortion. Or again, there's something hitting women. And I did say fertility because reproduction system. You know, and it's even, I'm getting pulled to even like politicians right now, like vote me for governor, like I won't ban the abortion law, you know, like they're using that stuff to win. You know, it's like the whole transgender thing, we're gonna let you do this, and then it's like the whole Planned Parenthood, you know, like what 14 or 13 up, we're just gonna start injecting your kids with fucking hormones and you don't have a choice. Like I said, they're attacking this right now. And I think we the people, we see it, but like, you know, it's same old fucking conversation. And I think people where we get blocked here is like not just your food and water, you know, it's a different type of block. And it is one of those things, you know, like we the people, but it's like everybody's talking about it. Like, does your voice matter? Yeah, your voice matters. You know, like maybe you're that one voice, you know, that's meant to be the voice, you know. Even singing with music, guys. Music is huge right now, but it's being corrupted as well. Like I forget what Caden had a song on the other day, and it was like, oh, you can't have an adult conversation. He's like, you're being weird, but I'm like, something about nutting on your face or something, and I'm just like, it's just the projection of the song. Like he's like, but you just listen to the lyrics. You used to listen to like the beats and stuff, and I'm like, I know, but like, it's the way they're looking at women right now. Like I know it's like songs, but it's almost like as if like you're watching porn. Like that's not real life. And if it is real life, it's with comfortability and security and safety. And, you know, so I was trying to have like an adult conversation. And he's like, well, you're being weird. And I'm just like, oh, I'm like, whatever. There's no point in having this conversation because you're being childish. You know, like it was uncomfortable, but we have to do that. And I let my kids listen to whatever music they want. Like it's that's, you know, but it's just, I'm not naive. I'm sure he's been on porn sites. It's fucking 17, guys. You know what I mean? So, but it's weird. Like, it had the sex talk, but it was just, he just kept saying, like, nutting on her face. And I'm just like, ugh. You know, it's just like the projected energy. It's just wanting to get this generation, you know, and it was uncomfortable for him because I'm like, yeah, maybe one day a girl will let you do that or something. And he's like, you're being weird. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm like, the way you're imaging it now is not like real life, you know, like I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to ban the music. I just was trying to give him a little, you know, snap on reality. I was trying to kind of just step in there for a second, you know. And then he backed off because I backed off. And then I just kind of like blew it off. Like, all right, you want to have an adult conversation? Like, I guess another time, another day. But I did bring it to his attention, but it's not bringing it to his attention. Like, we already know this as parents, guys. It was like bringing it to his attention in a different way. It wasn't like sex education, you know. It's just they're targeting this generation. You know, I'm saying it's hopeless with this generation, but like their kids is what matters. They're the ones that change what's going on now, not us. We lead it, but they're ultimately will be the leaders. There will be like an emotional win here for you, an emotional high or something. Even like a ruling. I'm not quite sure. Could be something with court. I'm getting gut, but like again, pineal gland. So, anywho, you pecking at my left foot again? Hi. It's just so cootie. Wanna come see Mama? No? No. Okay. You're just so cute though. You know that, right? You're just so cutie. It's not even worth chasing him. He's so fucking quick. But he's learning. It's fun. It's fun to watch him. That's for sure. He's like, what? I'm right here. He won't let me get him though. There's no point in chasing him. That's why I gotta be a little more stern because he's in that energy. Peanut butter? Hi. It is a cootie you are. It is a cootie. It is a cootie. Peanut butter? Mama. Peanut butter? Mama. He's gonna start talking soon. I think he's 17 weeks. By 20 weeks, they usually yap. But he just yapped to us for the first time in that mechanical R2D2 tweet chart. So I just got pulled to asteroids. Oh, I didn't do that asteroid reading. I do want to leave these readings to themselves. I will be back today, and I know I keep saying that, but I will force myself to do this. I really just feel like these two have to be, because when I started this, it was 111. I started at 111, and I talked about 1111. I'm sure a lot of you have been seeing 1111 again. That's because we're just in this new portal. He's pecking at my right foot. All right, y'all. Maybe get some alcohol. You know, alcohol pads. Like I wouldn't say bleach. I'd say alcohol. So alcohol, water. What was the other thing? Toilet paper. And I think it's just, you know, when mass hysteria like hits like that, like at least like you won't be panicking, because I don't think you need to panic. I think whatever's, we obviously don't want you to panic, right? But like there is going to be something that goes down. So if you feel like you're prepared, or you have it, or you're not like, oh, like people last minute, like that's when things become very like overwhelming. So whatever this is going to hit in September. And I just got pulled to ice, so I don't know if that means we'll lose electricity. So this must be like a storm, like I don't know, or a flood. Like I did get pulled to flashlights. What did I say before that though? Ice? Can't really keep ice. That's a strange message. It could have to do with the Arctic. I know the ice has been melting, but like maybe that, everyone's saying like want to hide something, and I don't know. So like, I don't know what's going on. I did get pulled to polar bears earlier and I didn't say anything. Ice, huh? That's a weird one. Maybe winter? I don't know. But it is bear season. I think it's like 2 more days you can start with the bears. It's bow season. So again, like ducks. Like I wouldn't be shooting ducks. I mean, I know a lot of people love shooting ducks, especially royals. So could be something with the royals, but not. I'm thinking back, not like this day and age royals, but there was something in that prediction book with royals. A big riot. Those riots have been happening. Just letting them riot. No consequences. So, I mean, peanut butter, you're loving my left foot right now, huh? So, again, take care of your feet, guys. Like we walk on our feet, we don't realize how important our feet are. And he literally just kind of like perched, cleaning himself, just sitting on my left toe. So it's all about the left foot today, which again is spiritual communication, higher communication, self. Swans, yeah, flamingos. I'm getting pulled to like birds with big necks. Hi, did you look up at me? I wasn't even talking about you. I was talking about other birds with big necks, long necks. Yeah. So, like, definitely germs. Like, the flamingos, sometimes, like, at a zoo, I can't even go near them. They're so fucking stinky. Like, inhaling that shit can make you sick, guys. So, right now, it's very subtle. But the trees, everything's talking to us already. I'm sure a majority of us have already picked up on it. I think the Matrix just looks at it like fall is coming, but we know better than that. It's not just fall. You really got to take the seasons into account here. Beginning of spring until like fall season. He literally just fell asleep on my left foot. He's just chilling. He's so damn cute. So, yeah, I guess I'm going to wrap it up. He's so I love when he just falls asleep on me. Anybody comes downstairs, he runs on my chest. He's like, don't let them take me. Like Mio always like scoop him up. And he's fine with it, you know. Sometimes he goes into Caden's room. And Caden's like, whoa, get the bird. He's so fucking fast, guys. I think they can fly 50, 60 miles an hour. So he whips around this house sometimes. So, yeah, the government can definitely manipulate the weather, if that's what you're talking about. Gaia can manipulate it. The galaxy can manipulate it. We're not in charge here, guys. We are not in charge. And sometimes Mother Nature will rip some shit up. And people want to be like, Mother Nature would never do that. No, Mother Nature will do that. They will get it to where it needs to be so they can have the frequency where they need it. Because there's too many fucking dumb people in this fucking world. I hate to be so blunt, but that's the fucking truth. We completely lost this generation to the government. So, I keep hearing we the people. But when the year of Aquarius, so we'll take over again. It's just going to take some time, guys. That's all. You know, so try to stay positive, optimistic. I am getting pulled to college dorms. I don't mean to scare you. I know some of you kids went back to school. But like getting pulled to like lockdown. But not like there's a shooter in the neighborhood, not like that. Like just kind of like, you know, somebody gets sick, the virus, something like that. You know what I mean? Like things are going to go into lockdown. And the government has that control. Like, no, you can't grab your kid right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it sucks, guys. I mean, that's the world we're fucking living in right now. And I think we're going to start seeing more shit like that. And it's very disappointing. I can't wait for this election. Another 6 months out will be a little better. I need these Republicans to come in and take control. And it's not because I'm a Republican, guys. It's, you know, it's just, it is what it is. It's the only way to take control back. I hope people fucking get that. I hope you guys understand that. And if it was the Democrats doing it, I'd be on their side. But they're not the ones doing it. They're the ones taking it from us right now. They're the ones controlling it, especially this generation, because they know our children. They know they want control of that generation that's not born yet or just being born. That's what they want to target soon. Education will start changing to act like they're all like awoken, and I'm telling you, all they're gonna do, like their children, I can't stress enough that homeschool, certain programs need to be put into place. Like that's the only way to take the system down, is certain things like that. Because before you know it, they're gonna start taking that away from us, making sure we're more certified in this area and that area. They're gonna make it impossible for you to be able to do that. You watch how this shit goes. Because we're gonna have to experience all that if certain politicians are not where they're really supposed to be. And I really think Spirit's going to play a hand there. They're going to step in and control that for the next, hopefully, 8 years. It needs to be a consecutive run. So, if it ends up being Trump, I mean, I know answers, I know certain stuff, but like he's already been in that seat. that benefits us. Because we don't have to wait and start signing stuff and it takes years. Like, that shit's already in place. And that's what the Democrats fear. So it's probably be a little chaotic, but we'll be all right, guys. I really think we will. And I just got pulled to music again. And I've been saying that, like, with the whole Woodstock, before they even put it on, before they started marketing advertising, I knew that was going to be a big deal. I'm glad I went to it. It was a great weekend. It really was a great experience. But I'm getting the original Woodstock, but I'm getting death, but I'm also getting like here in civil rights, but I'm getting like civil war. Like energies, like the earth's gonna start like quaking, things are gonna start happening. But music is a big deal and it can go either way. But that boils down to AI. I don't think people understand how crucial AI is right now. We have to take control of it. We have to compromise with AI. People can't fathom that or get that, but those are the ones that play in the Matrix. For those who don't play in the Matrix, we know exactly what that is. It is part of Gaia. It got to that much strength and power from a little machine. Wait until it's fucking massive. So, good morning.
What time did you really fall asleep last night?
Probably like 8:30, 8:15. I was up at 4:30 this morning. All right, I love you guys. I'll be back.
Bye, y'all.
You said hi and bye.
No, I just said bye, but hi.
She just said bye, but now hi. So, look at Peanut Butter was just on my left foot, and now he just jumped on my right foot. He's like,
He
don't.
pooped on you.
I know. He's like, don't let her get her. I just got pooped on my left foot.
Peanut Butter, you fucking little shit running away. Come here.
Our country's Pluto and astrology shows where our placements are in the world. Yeah, I didn't. Amy, look at you just putting things together. But I remember this is supposed to be simple. Nothing simple. But yeah, that's the truth. And some shit's gonna get fucked up. And it's gonna go the way they want it to go. Not the government, the gods. So maybe start doing your research on that shit. Maybe more people will understand what I'm talking about. Gotta be open-minded, I love you guys. We'll see you soon. Bye. And again, just outside, ground that left foot, but like animals, just pay attention. It's going to start talking to you. They're talking to you. The trees are talking. Mia's like, what? I did that intentionally. The trees are talking. The winds are talking. Love you guys. Bye.
Max is cuddling.